Okay, so a couple of more explorations on the blocks for the 2-point perspective, which is mostly followed by the designers around. I am just putting the technique is you are keeping your horizon center of the wheel in the center of the wheel, so therefore the perspective gains are slightly tricky, and then you can uh, exploit the sketch, and of course it's a slight exaggeration also. So, so if you see this box, you will see only this. The top, the top of the bonnet will not be visible, and I have some approximate tree distances, and I have my body slightly up, and I have it here. This is my wheel here. This is my ground.
Okay, so I just have the block here. So it's almost straight line. My horizon line is exactly at the center of the wheel. This is center of the wheel. So I have my squared wheels there, one, two, three, and of course approximately you have to place the fourth wheel somewhere here. So you can see this, and you always have to have the center, and it's all straight here because I have taken that way, and some angle here which is showing you the tumble home again. So this is my box for 2-point perspective for a very easy and fast sketching. So from there I may come down and all these things are there. Okay, so to show that little more friendly, I'm just penning it up. I have a box which is going here, and a good point to note is I'm just keeping my uh, wheel center in the horizon along with the, and I have given some angle for the uh, tumble home. So the windshield is slightly less, half of that. That height is almost half of that. So this is the height which I keep it, and and slightly it's out. You can see that anyway. Okay, so this is in one way. Another one which I am going to take is something like this. This is uh, another way of doing it. I my uh, front is more visible, so I am keeping my box something like this. Okay, and going something like this. So this is little more dynamic, which will show more of your front than the side. So the wheel will be little tricky here. So I have my wheel somewhere here and somewhere here. So if you want to have the overhang little to the front of it, yes, please take it. So this is going to be my construction anyway. So I'll show a little bit of wheel here. Okay, finally my box is going to be like this. This is the block for 2-point perspective, and I have the other wheel which is coming here like this. And if you ask me, will it be visible? Of course, it will not be visible, but I'm just slightly exaggerating for you to come up with a nice. So your windshield should be somewhere here. So you have the windshield little angular in all directions. So all these three lines are going towards one particular point, and of course it's here. So this is some easy constructional box for 2-point perspective in a different view. So my my front is here. This is the center section of that. I want to give little more emphasis to the form. So it's little angled. I have the body comes here, the face is somewhere here, the wheel is somewhere here. Okay, fine. This is again a 2-point perspective. Okay, and this is the basic block for the another view in 2-point perspective. This here, it's a quite balance between front and rear, so therefore you can see. So this is another view that the front is being the okay. So now we'll do something focusing on the rear also here. So again, I'll take the rear. This is going to be my rear, and this is the perspective. Again, I'm putting it in the straight line. Okay, so when the difference between the rear is your wheel is going to be if it is a hatchback, the wheel is going to be immediately after this. So keep it somewhere here. This is what this is comes by practice, and from there I'm going to have, so everything is here. So it's always better to have this square here and small overhang, and from this point you are going to have the DLO. This is little tricky because it's going one this angle, other way this angle. So the two-way it is angle, so in perspective it will be little vertical, and it will be parallel because it's only block. So don't worry, it can go little in. Okay, and it's coming something like this. So I think you can reduce the box. The first one what I did is little better. So it's up to you if you want to, how many details if you want to give, but yeah, I'm just giving something here. Okay, so this is something for the rear of the vehicle. So these are the basic constructive possible boxes. There is another technique also there, but earlier people used to use this, but now nobody is using. It is again having a perspective sketch in such a way that you will develop keep the second box here, and so you have your wheel here and another wheel here which is exactly at the edge. So your ground clearance slightly more. Okay, and this is your front view. Now what you have to do is this your front view, and in the same way you bring it slightly further. It will look side view, so immediately become your perspective view. So you saw the wheel in three-dimensionally, give some angle, take it slightly to the front. So this is also another view that you can easily, if you ask me if it is technically correct, I don't think it is technically correct, but you can manage. So this is the center of it, going like this and going. I think you might have understood that. So this is my box for and I'm slightly coming in. So this is my perspective grid. So this is also, it's a good and quick way of making a perspective drawing. I think it's slightly, you have to squeeze in the proportions. I'm not okay with that anyway. Okay, so different blocks I have in all these corners. So how I am going to have a car derived out of this. Basically, this has to go a little in like this. This is the center. Center comes down here a bit. And look at this line which I am going to draw. This is very important. It has to come down and go like this. So this is the character line that if you make it. So there's the silhouette. It comes like this and meet it and go like this. So and I'm going to have the wheel arch here. I'm going to have the wheel arch here. So this line going and meeting it here, and it gives away some view for the shoulder line. So the headlamp or whatever, this area slightly goes in, and this is how the highlight is going to come. So if you want to keep certain angle, please go with an angle. Okay, so this is the technique, and this is going to be in like this. You have the windshield, you have DLO coming in and coming like this, and the front is here, but you will see the part of the tire which is going to be there. So this is the section which is coming as a result. So we want to treat here headlamps, and the grill which is going from here and go from here. So these is the fundamentals are correct, then you will get the shape just like that. I think I have gone to the you have all the wheel exercises. So this is the magic that makes you to visualize a car here. If you are practicing well, you don't even need the box. It's all for the initial stages. And I have slightly smaller wheel here, and I have something, so it goes here. If you want to give any character by the side view, please do that, and it goes here and comes like this. I think I'm going to ink it. So now I'm going to concentrate on the overall volume which is derived out of the box in 2-point perspective, and the shoulder, the DLO or the belt line, character line. I have a windshield, headlamp which is coming here. This line is going here, and I have the part of headlamp visible here, and of course I have my grille detail coming all the way down. Okay, and I have it here. Okay, and this is how the doodle out of the box is going to happen. Hope you all will enjoy it. Fantastic. I'll always divide this from the environment. So this time I have taken with the doodle, I'll go to the other sketch which I have taken. This is going to be very simple and very fast. This is going to be very simple and very fast, and I'm going to put my wheel here, my wheel here. This is the center of it. You can have the grill coming here, sitting here. Here the headlamp, the other headlamp you will not see, hardly see that other headlamp. So slightly more angle, and show this is very important. So the other wheel, if you want to give little angle, please give an angle and then solve it like this. This is the other one. Now I'm going to take this. I have a wheel here. This is my ground, and I'll take it down slightly and have this this is the center section which is coming here. From there it goes in. So this is how it is. So highlight and other stuffs will come here. So This is the center line. You can detail your highlights as per your um, wish. So it's always better to show the shut lines in place if you want to have uh, so your lines have to be, you know, perfect in place. The line works are very important. So this is how the block has been converted into something like that. This is again the rear view. If you ask me, is it the same, all of them are the same car, then I'll say no, because it is some volumetric, not the typical design exercise that we are up to. So don't worry about it. The design part will come little later. You have to remember all the wheel exercises and other stuffs we have empowered, and this is how the rear have to go, you know. So we are going to see some details of how to, you know, work with the different views and sections. For sure we will cover all of them, but this is basically the block and form, frame and fillet. You are framing straight and filleting with curve. So this frame and fillet method is to understand the volume of some form that you are trying to make, nothing more than that, you know. So in that level you have to see this exercise, but of course when it comes for clean lines and good proportions, it's a long way to go, you know. And so out of the straight box we have delivered some car here. So these are some doodles which are made out of the blocks from perspective, 2-point perspective grids. Hope you guys will repeat this in the same way which I explained. It's always interesting. For the initial sketches, you can, you know, have the blocks, but the ideal way, and while you become a professional designer, you should forget about all these things, should be there within yourself. And I mean, and what you are going to sketch is communication, making all these proportional explorations, keeping as your ingredients, which will not be revealed or whatever. So you will develop your own what you call style if you start working on the same direction, which I was expecting to do anyway. So this box will try to explore the perspectives, the fundamentals. So you do a couple of sketches in the same way, but later, while you're really getting into serious stuff, so you in 2-3 months you have to 2-3 minutes you have to, you know, develop one sketch. So in that case, it should be there in your subconscious mind while you are working with what do you call ideation sketches in the initial. Okay, fine, thank you. And the problem here is I'll start detailing if I see a good sketch. So this comes out good, but the rest is not that good. So a basic rough block can become a sketch like this. I can further clean it up, taking to Photoshop and then do more stuffs. And okay, so that's where I stop.